let's get on with today's session. As always with this, making sure we've got plenty of space around us so we're not going to hit anything or anyone. As we start the warm-up here, just by moving one arm round in a circle the best we can. And by the best we can, if it looks like what I'm doing, that's fine. But if it doesn't, that's also fine. If it's got a slightly bent arm or a smaller range of motion, whatever you can do to get that arm going round to the best of your ability there. Nice work. Just moving it around, nice and controlled. Mobilizing that shoulder joint and getting it warmed up here. That's it, good work. And with that same arm, let's change direction and go the opposite way. That's it, good work. Just moving it around. Nice work. Let's change over to the other side and get that one going around as well. And change direction and go the opposite way as well with that arm. And again, it can be with that bent arm, it can be a smaller circle, whatever you can do is good. Okay, next one we're going to reach over towards the opposite shoulder. Don't worry if you can't get all the way over, we can come to the near shoulder instead. Or if you can't bring the arm up, we can always bring it across. But the main thing is with all of these, that we're getting an elbow bend in there as well. That's it, good work. Good, okay, we're going to take one arm here now, we're going to swing it forwards, we're going to reach up the best we can, and then bring it back down. Reaching up, and down. If that's with a bent arm again, or if you can't quite get all the way up, if it's only head height or chest height, or whatever you can get to, that's fine. Just bringing it up the best you can, swinging it back down, and repeating through. And welcome to those who are just joining us here. If you join in when you're ready to, we are still doing the warm-up. That's good. Let's change over to the other side. Good work. Alrighty, next one here, we're going to give ourselves a hug, arms out to the side, and repeat through that movement there. Nice work. Okay, let's do some shoulder rotations now, just moving them around. Good work, change direction. And then let's give that a big old shake off there. Good work. I've got a timer that I'm going to finish setting up here. And what we're going to be doing is going to be doing 12 minutes here, all about building up the heart rate. So every minute on this 12 minutes, we're going to be changing the exercise up and doing something different. But the effort levels here are 5 out of 10, which means it's not going to be hard, but it's not going to be easy at the same time. It's just going to be somewhere in between the two, a pace that's going to help us just slowly build our heart rate up, get things moving. And this is kind of like the build part of the set. So we've already warmed up a little bit. Now we're going to build that heart rate up nice and gentle until we're at a stage where we can do some more invigorating stuff. So yeah, 12 minutes on the timer here. We're going in 15 seconds from now, and our first exercise here is just simply some punching forwards, alternating hands, just like so. We'll be doing that in 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So just extending those arms forwards the best you can. 5 out of 10 efforts, so not hard, not easy, in between the two, just building up our heart rate here. Good. And that 5 out of 10 effort is going to look different for everybody. Some of you may be a bit faster, some of you may be a bit slower. Some of you might not be able to extend quite as far. It's all good, just doing what you can do.
Halfway there.
As we're halfway through. And if you're not sure what 5 out of 10 feels like for you, then that's okay. If this is one of your first sessions or you're back to it after a while, sometimes it takes a few times just to get an understanding of how that feels. We're going to continue the punching
10 seconds.
on the next one, but instead of going forwards, we're punching to the side. And that will be in 4, 3, 2, 1. So going out
Round 2.
to the side this time. And again, extend those arms out the best you can. If you can't fully extend, even if it's just shorter ones, if that's what you can do, get those arms going. Good work. Nice, everybody. As we come up to halfway through this one now.
Halfway there.
Got 20 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we're keeping the punching theme going, keeping that 5 out of 10, but instead of to the side, we're going to go up
10 seconds.
in 10 seconds from now. And that in 4, 3, 2, 1. So punching up,
3.
one hand, then the other. Good work. Still 5 out of 10 pace. Building up that heart rate. Good work. And if you are halfway through this one, if you're new to these types of exercises and that, sometimes even if you've got a good background of fitness, they can be a little bit challenging even at these lower intensities, because it might be something new, the type of way you train, and that can sometimes
10 seconds.
just cause our body to be a little bit different in terms of how it's feeling. On the next one, punching down in 3, 2, 1, and to punch down, we come across our lap here. That's it, good work. Yeah, I've had some people that have got some good fitness background do these types of workouts,
Halfway there.
and they still find these difficult towards the end just because they're not used to it. It's a different kind of stimulus, and our body reacts in different ways to different stimulus. So it's just, if you're feeling like, oh, 5 out of 10's hard as it is, that's fine. That's perfectly normal if you're not used to this.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to do a combination one, and I'll guide you through that as we get into it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go forwards,
5,
side, up, and then down. Forwards, side, up, and then down. And just repeat through that. I find it easier to say it in my head as I'm doing it. Forward, side, up and down. Good work. Keep it moving there. Just extending the arms
halfway there.
the best you can. If you need to do this single arm at any point as well, that's fine too. We can just move through it with just a single arm. Just doing what you can do here. Good work. We've got 15 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going back to punching forwards, but instead of alternating
10
hands,
seconds.
we're going to do both hands together. And that is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just going both together forwards now. And again, extending them forwards the best you can. If you can't fully extend them, even if it's just a shorter range of motion, that's fine too. Good work. And it's about now, or maybe you already do feel it. We're feeling a bit warmer. Maybe the heart rate's up a bit if you are able to track or notice that. Nervous system's a little bit more excited. And that's good. That's where we want to be.
Halfway there.
That just means that we are on the right path in terms of building up this heart rate, getting things moving. Excellent work. Okay, we're going to go into double arm punches to the side next. And that is in 10 seconds from
10
now.
seconds.
3, 2, 1. So out to the side. Good work, good extension on that. Keep that moving there. I've just got a dry throat, so I just need some hydration as we're going through this. But keep extending those arms out to the side the best you can. I can still see you. Good work.
Halfway there.
Halfway through this particular one here. That's it, getting those arms out to the side, even if it means that, you know, one side's a bit more than the other, or however it looks for
10
you.
seconds.
Doesn't really matter too much, as long as we're getting that effort level there. We're changing into punching up in 3, 2, 1. It's going both arms up above our head now. That's it, good work. If you can't get both arms above your head for balance reasons or whatever, either just bring it up as high as you can, or if you need to do it single arm still, that's fine.
Halfway there.
Good work. Good extension, keeping it moving. On the next one, we're going to be punching down. And that will be in 12 seconds from now.
10 seconds.
And 3, 2, 1. So to punch down, bring the hands up to around our chest each time and punch down. That's it. Good work, everybody. Keep that moving there. Good work. We're halfway through this one now.
Seconds.
10 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we're going to be doing a combination one again. So go forward, side, up and down. 3, 2, 1. With both arms. So go forwards, side, up, down. Forwards, side, up and down. Just repeat through that. Good work. Don't worry about on these combination ones. If you're going, oh, where am I supposed to be? Where are my arms? Just keep moving through it. The effort level here is much more important than the exercise that we're doing at that particular moment. So just keep the intensity at 5 out of 10. Not too hard, not too easy. In between the two, keeping things moving. Got 15 seconds to go. On the next one,
10 seconds.
We're going to do some pretend wheelchair pushing. So whether you're in a manual wheelchair or not, we're going to pretend we're in one. In 3, 2, 1, and just getting those arms going around as if we are pushing a wheelchair here. That's it. Nice work, everybody. Halfway through this one. So after this, we've got one more to go, and we're going to do the same movement in the opposite direction on the last one, but that's 20 seconds left of this one to go, so keep these arms moving around forward still to begin with.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, moving into the last one, changing direction in 4, 3, 2, 1, so change direction.
Last round.
And this is our last minute here of this build part of the session. That's it, nice work everybody, keep it going round. Another 40 seconds here.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. And another 15 seconds to go. Keep those arms moving around. 5 out of 10 pace, all the way through to the end in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. And if you don't have a drink with you, I do highly recommend that you bring hydration to these sessions. They really will help you to get the most out of them. So that is something to bear in mind for the future. I'm just getting the timer set up for the next bit here, where we're going to increase our intensity a bit here. We are keeping it fairly basic today, just to ease you in gently, but each session we do here with this cardio and core session, we do change it up and add in some different types of things. As I mentioned in the beginning, different equipment, but very basic stuff that you probably will have lying around, or if you don't have lying around, we can adapt to it very easily. But this next one here, we're going to be doing, I'll change that because I'll do more. Cool, we're going to 12 rounds again, but this time we're going to do 30 seconds of maximum effort and 30 seconds of rest. So instead of going at a 5 out of 10 all the way through, we're really increasing the speed and the heart rate and the effort that we're putting in, but we're having 30 seconds rest after each one. So it's 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, and then we change the exercise each time we go through that. We've got 12 rounds of that, and we are going to be going through, we're going to add in some different exercises here as well. I will give you
Ben,
just a demonstration. Oh, hello.
Ben, I have a quick question. As far
Yes.
as your abs, are you supposed to try to keep them tight during all these? I mean, I have a little control over my abs. Am I supposed to try to keep them tight all the time, or relax them, or tight and relax them?
I would say use them in terms of like maybe passively. So if you feel like yourself moving to the side and that, try and keep them like so you're upright and in line. But don't focus on it too much because we are going to be doing some core work as well after these bits as well. So we're going to be focusing on that core during those bits. So then we'll add all that in there. But yeah, just like kind of passively use it a bit. We have quite a wide range of ability in terms of how people can use their core, so I generally don't add that bit in now, but we add it in a bit later. So yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Thank you. Thanks.
No worries, all good. Alrighty, so we're going to get started here in 15 seconds time, and we're going to get going with something called a sit ski. That's where you swing the arms up and through. Okay, and that is in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So swinging the arms up and through, maximum effort here for this 30 seconds. So just get them moving nice and quick. That's it, good work. Keep it moving all the way through this. Halfway through. Still going as fast as you can here for 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there, good work. So that's the first one done, 30 seconds of max. We have 30 seconds of rest now. And the next one, we're going to do a similar movement, but instead of bringing the arms up to the front, we're bringing them up to the side there. That's it, good work so far. We're going in 10 seconds from now. Arms up to the side, going in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Round 2.
That's it, nice work. Keep those arms moving. Halfway through. Maximum effort here. Last 10 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Alrighty, on the next one. We're going to do those pretend wheelchair pushes again. So just pretending we're going forwards first of all. Again, maximum effort. If you're not quite there with the effort at maximum, that's fine. Let's just start to get up to those higher levels of intensity as we get into this. Sometimes it can take a little bit to warm up into it, but we're going here in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So get those arms going around nice and fast, nice and quick. Good work, everybody. Maximum effort. If you feel like you can go quicker, then go quicker. Get that energy in, get that pace, intensity up, and keep things moving here. Last 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. On the next one, we're going to do same movement, opposite direction. Great work so far though on these ones. Let's make sure we hold that intensity now. We're about to start number 4. Let's make sure that we keep it going all the way through the 12 of these here with this intensity. So pushing backwards, or pretend, don't actually push backwards. Going in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's it, good work. Get that speed up, get that intensity going. Keep those arms moving. Fantastic. Halfway through. Nice work. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good stuff. On this next one, we're going to do double arm forwards, double arm overhead, and then repeat through that. Okay. Extending those arms the best that you can on this. Remember, if you can't extend all the way, that's not a problem. Just as long as you're doing it the best you can. 10 seconds. So forwards and then up, fast as you can in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's it. Nice work, everybody. Keep those arms moving. Halfway through. Good work. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. And run. What I meant by the passively there, on that one, when I throw my arms forwards, my core, it's pulling me forward, so I'm just trying to use the core muscles, the lower back muscles to stay upright. Rather than trying to actively like engage them there, I'm just using them a little bit more passively. Hopefully that makes sense. Cool. On the next one, we're going to go punches forwards. And we're going in 4, 3, 2, 1. Punches forwards. Nice and fast, 30 seconds here. That's it, nice work everybody. Halfway through, keep that intensity high, keep it moving. Three, 2, 1. Resting there. Nice work so far. On the next one, we're going to be punching out to the side. One side, then the other. "15 seconds to get this rest." So it's just about enough rest here just to bring that heart rate down, so then we can hit the next one nice and hard and fast in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Punch it to the side. That's it. Good work. Keep it going. Halfway through. And 10 seconds to go here. Keep those arms punching nice and quick for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Punching up above our head on the next one. Again, nice and quick. And going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's it. Good work, everybody. Halfway through. Nice work. Keep it going there for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. And we'll be punching down and across on the next one. Good work so far, everybody. Let's keep it going through into this next one in 3, 2, 1. Down and across. Halfway through. Keep it going, maximum effort still. 4, 3, 2, 1. resting there, nice work. Combination one on the next one. So the forwards, side, up, and then down. You guys are doing great. Let's keep that intensity high through this next one. We've got 3 more to go. Combination on this next one here. 10 seconds left to our rest. Are we ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So forwards, side, up, and down. Forwards, side, up, and down. Nice and fast here. That's it, keep it going. Don't worry if you're getting confused where your arms are going and you look like Mr. Tickle. You can just do the best you can. That's it, keep it going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there, good work. Okay, we've got 2 more to go. We are going to go back to the exercises we started with. We'll start with the sitting jack on this one. Bring those arms up. If you can't bring the arms up above the head, we can always come in front of the body if that's a little bit easier on the shoulders there. And we'll be going here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's it, nice work, keep it going. Halfway through, keep those arms moving. Nice work, everybody. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. And lastly, we're going to do the sit skis. Bring those arms up and through like we're doing cross-country skiing. And we get into that in 10 seconds from now. Let's finish these 12 strong here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Halfway through, keep it going. Nice work, everybody. Three, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Grab yourself a drink. I'm going to get the timer set up for the next bit. Good work so far. So you can kind of see from what we've done so far the structure of these sessions. 1 second. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so the structure of these sessions where we do our warm-up part with the swinging of the arms. Then we move into the build part, which is where we do the 5 out of 10 effort stuff. And that just brings up that heart rate slowly and gently. Then we get into the more intense stuff like we just did then. And this is where we have a bit more variation in the sessions as well, where we do stuff like the pyramid sets, which we're not doing today. It's okay. We're not doing that today. We'll do that later in another day. But we also do the interval stuff. We do longer stuff, all sorts of different things in that. So we interchange different types of things in this. And we'll be doing the core work soon. This next bit is combining a little bit of cardio and core together because we're going to be doing some adapted burpees through this next bit here. So I want to just guide you into what these are and what they involve. So essentially what we're going to do is a version of reaching down to the floor and reaching above your head. That's the basic form of the exercise, but I need to give some adaptations for those who have different levels of core ability and especially lower back ability for this. So I'll give you the really basic version and then we go up through there, and then once we've explained that we'll get into the session itself, and that'll be fairly self-explanatory when we get into it. So when we get down, we reach down to the floor, and the most basic version is we just push off our lap and just back, and then raise the arms up the best we can. So just leaning forwards and then raising the arms up. That's the most basic version. If that's fine, then you can move on to the next one, which we go do the same, but we reach down to the floor and then reach up above the head. Okay. The next one after that is where it starts to get a little bit trickier for some of you, where you reach down, but instead of pushing off the lap, you use the back to raise up and then lift those arms above the head. So that's where you have a big differentiator on can you use your lower back muscles or not. So either push off the lap, or if you can do it without, you just sit up and raise the heads. Now we can take it a little bit further as well. So you reach down, and as you come up, we sit up tall, we do a little lift out of the chair, and then we raise the arms up above the head. But that depends on whether you've got tricep function or not as well, or if you're able to do that safely and securely. And another version which I won't demonstrate is if you want to, I know I do it with the amputee class, that they like to stand up at the end as well. But I know that quite a few of us here don't have the ability to stand up, but if you did and you wanted to do some little bit of leg exercises in there as well, that is an option for you. I haven't moved my legs in 15 years, so I'm not going to demonstrate that, because otherwise you'll just be watching me on the floor for the rest of the session. So we're going to switch between essentially doing that exercise for a minute, and then we're going to do a different exercise for a minute. The effort levels here, I want to round about sort of 7 out of 10 effort, okay? So not like we just did then, but not as easy as we did in the warm-up phase. We are going for 6 minutes here. So it's just nice and simple. We'll get into it here in 15 seconds time. So starting with those adapted burpees, choosing the version that works for you, and we get into this here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So reaching down, reaching up, using those lower back muscles to the best of your ability. That's it. Nice work. Keep it going. About 7 out of 10 effort. That's it, nice work. Keep it moving. Halfway through. Keep that moving there. Still at 7 out of 10 effort. Using that lower back to pull ourselves back up in line. Ten seconds to go. On the next one, we're moving straight into doing the sit skis like we did before. In 3, 2, 1. So just swinging the arms up and through for this next one. Good. I was watching you guys through that one. We had different people doing different variations of it, which is awesome to see. Let's keep this going here on these sit skis. Good range of motion, staying at that 7 out of 10 pace, so it's fairly intense.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. And on the next one, we're going back to our adapted burpees again. And sticking with 7 out of 10 for our effort level here. Let's move into it in 10 seconds from now. And 3, 2, 1. So reaching down, reaching up, back and forth between the two there. Good work. Keep it moving. That's it. Good work, everybody. I am still here. I'm just grabbing something. Good work. Reach down, reach up, best you can here. We are halfway through now.
Halfway there.
Try and use those lower back muscles as much as you can to raise yourself up, rather than using momentum. And we've got another 12 seconds here. On the next one, we're doing
10 seconds.
sitting jacks. And I should be back in time. 3, 2, 1. So sitting jacks now for this next minute, sticking with that 7 out of 10 pace here. Good work, everybody. Keep those arms moving. You guys are doing great today. Let's keep that going. Nice work. We are halfway through this particular one now.
Halfway there.
And then after this, we've got 2 more to go. Ten seconds now. Reaching down, reaching up on these adapted burpees in 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
5.
Reach down, reach up. Good work. If you need to, remember you can push off the lap. If you are feeling tired in that lower back at all, try not to use them on this. It's quite easy to swing the arms back or use the head to raise yourself up. So try and use those lower back muscles the best you can.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Good work, everybody. "15 seconds to go on the last one here.
10 seconds.
We're going to do double arm forwards, double arm overhead. In 3, 2, 1. So go
Round 6.
both arms
Last
forwards,
round.
both arms up. Last round, 7 out of 10 still for this final minute. You guys have done great so far. Let's keep it moving. This is the last bit of like cardio intense part of the session. We're going to move into some more dedicated core work for the last bit. So let's keep this moving.
Halfway there.
7 out of 10 pace still all the way through to the end, which is in 22 seconds from now.
Seconds.
Last 10. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work, everybody. Just going to grab a drink before we move into doing this core work here. Okay, so with this work that we're doing, for those who have done it in the past, you'll know some of my teaching points already, but I'm going to go over it for the new people amongst us. So essentially what we're going to do is work our core in a number of different ways. Some of the exercises are what we call anti-movement exercises. Wait, hold on. Are we doing that? No. Ignore that. I started saying something else. All right, so what we're going to be doing here is some different movements that work our core in different ways. And when we talk about a core, we're essentially talking about any muscles that move our spine. That's kind of what we think about when it is core. So if that's leaning forwards, if it's leaning to the side, if it's twisting, all of those kind of things. And that's how we're going to be operating it, doing different things to work different muscle groups that operate our spine. Nice and simple exercises, keeping it really basic, but there are some key points, and I'll kind of go through it as we're doing it. I think is the easiest thing to do. So the first one here is to do our side bend, where we come down to one side and then we come down to the other. And we're just going to go through this. I haven't set a timer. I'm not counting exactly how many we're doing on this first set, but we're just going to go down to one side and down to the other, which is good. Now to talk about how we make this harder. So this is working the obliques and the muscles on the side here to pull ourselves up each time. One thing to note is as you come up, it can be quite tempting to sort of use this other arm to sort of give us some momentum or to shift that center of gravity. But if I do that, I'm not even working to bring my body up in line. It's just naturally coming into that center line. So what I want to do is try and eliminate that. And one good way of doing it is when you reach one hand down to the side, leave the other one on your lap and then pull back up in line. You'll definitely notice a bit of a difference as you do that because you're eliminating the momentum by doing so. So my left hand's on my lap here, bending down to the right, putting myself back up in line, and then swap the hands over so the right hand goes on the lap, left arm comes down and pulls up. Now for some of you, that'll be plenty work enough, especially for myself. But you may want to make this a little bit harder. So to do so, we're going to put both hands down to one side and then pull ourselves back up in line, and makes it just a little bit harder. But as you do so, try not to use that arm, try not to pull that arm up, almost try and push the hands down as you're coming up to stop that momentum. Good work. So it's just small movements. We don't need to go a huge range of motion. We're just going through this core work here. Nice work, everybody. Okay, let's move on to our second exercise. We'll come back to that as well in a second. So our next one here is the same principle, but instead of going side to side, we're going to go forwards and back, similar to what we just did on the burpees. So we lean down and then raise ourselves back up. But we can make this easier and harder depending on where our hand position is. So that we can start with very easy, just having the hand on the lap and going back and forth. But if you want to make it harder, you raise the hands up and go down and up. If you want to make it harder again, we just have the arms higher in the air. And the higher the arms are, the harder this is. And there will probably be a point where you can't do any more of that with your arms raised up above your head. So just do what you can. And again, try not to use momentum on this. Our body's really good at being efficient, so it kind of does all these little adjustments to make it easier for ourselves, like moving our arms. But try and make it as hard as you can for yourself to pull up. That's it, nice work. Good work. Okay, on the next one we're going to do a little bit of rotation as well. So we start with our arms down to one side at the bottom, and we're going to come up and across diagonally. But the thing that is the key point of this, if you feel like you've got it already, please feel free to continue, but I'm going to explain it as we go through it anyway. But as you come up and across, it can be tempting just to move the hands, and that just becomes a shoulder exercise or an arm exercise. What I want you to do instead is to almost think about your shoulders are moving from facing down to the floor and coming up and across and facing up towards the opposite ceiling. So that's where the shoulders, almost where like the sternum's pointing. Imagine you've got like a pencil or a laser pen on the end of your chest here, pointing forwards. You're drawing like a big diagonal line up and across, and the hands just sort of come along for the ride. And it's a small range of motion. It's not a huge thing. It almost looks a bit like a golf swing as you're doing it. But it just adds that little bit of rotation in with a little bit of flexion as well. But this can do wonders for making our spine nice and strong. And again, focus on the chest movement, not the arm movements. The arms are sort of just coming along for the ride a little bit. So pointing chest down towards the floor, dragging it up and across, pointing it up diagonally up to the other side. And don't worry too much if you're not feeling it just yet. Have a play around. When you get it, you'll notice the difference between momentum and no momentum. But let's switch over to the other side now. Just coming down and up and across. And this is one of the movements we sometimes do with our cushions, which is something we'll introduce in the coming weeks. I just want to get the basics here of these core movements down. Good, okay, let's go back to the first exercise again. We're going to go through all of those one more time. So reaching down to one side, reaching down to the other. Good work, just go through that there. And even there, my body's still trying to make it easier for myself. So as I'm going down, even though I got a hand on my lap, I can see my elbows coming out to help with the momentum shift. I want to try my best to stop that, make it as hard as possible. And you'll know when you get it right, because it'll go from being like, oh, that I could do that, to, oh, that's an exercise. Good work. The forward fold again. So forwards and up. Remembering the higher your arms are, the harder this is going to be. And then into our diagonals from left to right to begin with. Good, let's change over to the other side to finish here. And resting up there. Good work. Let me just check on the time.
2 minutes.
Yeah, we've got a few minutes here. Just a few minutes to do a little bit of a cool down here. So let's just do some nice deep breathing, going in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you're doing it, let's just do some shoulder rotations going around. Nice deep breathing still, rotating the shoulders. Change direction. And let's go around in a whirlpool as well, just relax that all off there. Change direction. And give it a nice shake off as we finish today's session. Excellent work, everybody. That was a great session from you guys.